Hi everyone. Thanks for watching my first hotel review in Thailand, which I'm going to post to my wife's YouTube channel, and Swadee Krap to anyone watching who is Thai who can understand me. This is a review of the Veranda M Gallery at Na Jom Tien near Pattaya. Now, what to say about this place? When we put this video together, presumably you will see all of the footage that we've taken, and I think it will show really how nice this hotel is. And I'd also say at the outset what good value it is, because it really is. So it's in the far southern part of Jom Tien Beach. It's literally by motorcycle about 10 minutes from central Jom Tien, or about 20-25 from central Pattaya. So it's not quite as far away from the action as other hotels that are further south in Nha Jom Tien and Bang Saray, which is also doable as well, but it is a longer trip. Now, for me, the best things about this place really are the hotel facilities. At the moment, because we're in the COVID time, not everything is open and it's quite quiet, but there were more people around this afternoon, so that gave the place a little more vibe. But in normal times, and we have been here a couple of times before, this place actually has a really nice vibe about it. The pool is absolutely exceptional. I find it hard to say that too, because I'm a pool kind of person, and there are lots of good pools around. This pool, for me, is almost perfect because it's done in a sort of non-slip white tiles. I think non-slip is important, but the white tiling definitely just makes it so much more appealing, rather than often you see hotel pools with black tiles, which I don't personally like. It kind of feels more like you're jumping in some kind of unknown black hole rather than into a sexy swimming pool, which this one definitely is. The frontage of the hotel, as hopefully you'll see from the video, is only very short, and it's not easy except at low tide to walk from one premise to another. But there is quite a nice small strip of very fine, nice kind of yellow sand that you don't get too much around Pattaya. Mostly the sand is quite grainy and heavy. It's not particularly nice to walk in, but the little strip of sand here that there is, if you wanted to spend a little time on the beach or just soak your feet in the waves, is actually quite nice, and it seems to be pretty clean. The hotel itself is really nice, really nice. As ever in Thailand, and in fact everywhere I think in Southeast Asia, you always get incredible service from the staff. They will always do their best to do what they can for you, and which I think is a real plus in this part of the world. You certainly don't get that in the part of the world that I come from. You'd be lucky to literally ever get that. The room itself is really nice. We just come and stay in the basic room. It doesn't have a bath, but we don't really need one. It's got a wonderful large walk-in shower, pretty much everything that you need: bathrobes, slippers, flip-flops to come to the pool or go to the beach if you want. Minibar that actually works. So if you happen to have something that you want to chill in the fridge, you can do it. A lot of hotel bar fridges just don't work, just don't keep things cold. But and perhaps because this is a relatively new hotel, everything does seem to work pretty well. Now, in that basic room, you get one of these enormous beds. I think here they call it a double queen or something. To me, it's a king plus. It's a bed that even a really tall person can lie comfortably in sideways, as if you'd want to. Enormous bed, very comfortable, nice sheets, cable TV, the internet's pretty good. Certainly when we've been here, even in busier times, we haven't had any problems with the Wi-Fi. It's actually been really good. This basic room also comes with a balcony. So if you're a smoker or whatever, or if you want to spend time sitting on the balcony, then absolutely be my guest. So all in all, and taking into account, the decor, everyone's preferences are a little bit different, but it's kind of modern and fairly minimal. It's certainly not flowery or over the top. It's actually a very pleasant place to stay a couple of days. I think this is probably our 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th night over a few trips staying here, which is why we always come back. There are several bars and restaurants. There's the pool bar, of course, happy hour 3 till 5. I think that's cocktails and beer. There's the main restaurant where you have breakfast. Breakfast, I think, is about $400 or $450. Whether you add it beforehand or otherwise, I think it's about the same cost. Breakfast is really good. Naturally, in COVID times, everything's scaled down a little bit. So you might be paying. We actually didn't have breakfast this time. Not big eaters, but in normal times, non-COVID times, they have a buffet. So there's pretty much anything that you want to eat, and of course you can eat as much as you want if that's what you want. As I said, we didn't have breakfast this time, but probably it would be scaled back a little bit because the hotel and most other premises around Pattaya are so quiet at the moment. There's a restaurant upstairs and a nice kind of viewing platform that extends out over the top of the building where you can stand and take pictures and watch the sunset, of course, because Pattaya is facing west. So most nights it would be a pretty spectacular sunset. Actually, at the moment, because there's so much smoke in the air, you get a nice sunset until it gets just above the horizon, and then the sun goes down behind the smoke, unfortunately. So you're not getting, generally, on a normal day, the best sunset. But in normal times and away from this time of year, and this is early February, later in the year you might not get as much sunshine, but you definitely get a better sunset than we've had the last little while. To me, and I live in Pattaya, the district is not perfect, but it is Pattaya and it is what it is. So once you get away from the hotel, there are just these typical overgrown, rubbish-strewn alleys, to be perfectly honest. That is just how it is. But the immediate environ of the hotel are actually quite nice. There's some street food outside. There's a family mart about 3 minutes walk away. Underground parking for anyone who has a vehicle that they want to keep out of the sun. And all in all, I have to say I give this one about 9.5 out of 10. And I've given a high score in my own mind to other hotels before, but I think when they're worth 9 or 9.5, I'm saying it for a reason, which is that they're worth it. And value for money, especially if you can get a deal in a hotel like this. At the moment we're paying $2,400 per night excluding breakfast for 2 people. So if you want to add breakfast at $450 to that's $3,300 per night. In normal times that would probably be 5+. So I think if you can get like the basic room in this hotel for under 5, probably doing pretty well. And with that, I will bid you good night. And thanks for listening. Hope that's helpful.